Must get 6'6".
Hey everybody, Stu Carter here from Atomai.com, and I've got from the hit Cartoon Network show Ultimate Humongosaur, both the deluxe version and the standard alien collection size. So stand by for a Ben 10 toy review. Here's a good look at the packages. They both feature that new orange slash graphic on the package that we've seen starting this year. Ultimate Humongosaur apparently has some action features, and we're going to take them out and see what they do. This will run you about $9 in stores, and the series is called DNA Alien Heroes, but it's hard to see in the package. It's really small print. This size is called the Alien Collection size. It's your standard action figure size, and this Ultimate Humongosaur includes a disc alien, which you can put on the Ultimatrix, and we're going to test that out too. Look at the back of the package. You can see the other sizes, the other aliens in this release, in this series, and on the back of this package you can see there's Water Hazard, and we're going to review Water Hazard too, and it shows you some of the action features that you can expect from these toys. Well, are you ready to put them to the test? Let's get them out of the package. Okay, so I've got my Ultimate Humongosaurs out of the package. Let's look at them closely one at a time, starting with the Alien Collection standard Ultimate Humongosaur figure. So here's your standard Alien Collection Ultimate Humongosaur. He stands, like most of them, about 3.5 inches tall. And he is an improvement on the older Humongosaurs. I'll show you the difference. Articulation, shoulders, and in the elbows, and hips and knees, which is an improvement. Also, his tail swivels, and it looks like it's pretty firmly attached. I didn't have to put it on, it came already attached, which I like. The head swivels a bit. And what's nice about the fact that his knees articulate, which the older versions didn't, is that, say, I put his arms all the way out like this, right? What's going to happen? You know, he's so big in the arms, he's going to fall forward, right? Except, all I got to do is kind of bend the back on his knees a little bit. Look at that. See, he's well balanced. So I like that. And you can get his arms up high too. And he's got, you can't close his hands, but at least he's got open hands here, so he can grab somebody and lift him up. And I'm going to try that check in the still photos later, and we'll see what I can do with him fighting some of the bad guys. Let's look at him compared to the original Humongosaur guy. And one thing I'm going to show you, see the original Humongosaur, you had to put the tail on, and it came off really easy, and this one I've lost his tail. I'm sorry, Humongosaur. It's in my box somewhere, my toy box. And also the original Humongosaur, no articulation in the knees, but his arms weren't so huge. You know, he's kind of got wimpy arms compared to the new Humongosaur, but yeah, see, he had that problem. Of course, without his tail, he's gonna have a hard time balancing anyway. And you see the new Ultimate Humongosaur is a little shorter, but he's definitely beefier. And he's got these spines, they're soft, but if you've got a little kid, brother or sister who's less than 4 years old, don't let them around this toy, okay? It's just for bigger kids. And this is your basic Ultimate, your Alien Collection Ultimate Humongosaur. Well, let's look at the DNA Alien Hero version. What I almost forgot, why didn't you guys remind me? Of course, the Alien Collection Ultimate Humongosaur comes with a disc alien, as all of them do. And I've got my Ultimatrix here to test it out. What do you think it's going to say? All right. All right, here we go. Ultimate Humongosaur. Okay, DNA Alien Hero Ultimate Humongosaur. You know, these versions are the largest ones you can get right now. They've had larger toys in Ben 10, but not Humongosaur. And they give you some extra play value. They have special features that you won't find in the basic figures. And they're large, and sometimes you want a big, large, chunky figure because in the show, Ultimate Humongosaur is big, large, chunky guy. So this way, you can have him next to the standard figures and he looks big like he's supposed to. He articulates at the hips, not the knees. And like the other one, his tail is firmly fixed and he can waggle it some. And you got these huge arms, and again, like I was telling you about the arms before, you know, he's going to fall forward easy, but I can balance him by just leaning back on his hips a little bit, and he will balance, and I like that about this toy. And so kudos, look at that, see? His arms are straight out, but he stands up fine. Kudos to Bandai for designing this toy with that balance in mind, being able to have him stand up straight, you know, stand up tall even with his arms stuck out like that. And he can raise his arms up high. His elbow here on the left elbow will bend, and it's kind of ratcheting. That's kind of cool. His fists are both closed. And again, he's got soft spines on his back, but you don't want to let him around a little kid. And his head will swivel. And he's got one special feature. Do we know what that feature is? Well, it's in his right arm. And his right arm has a secret. You open it up here, open up the hatch here, swing his fist out, and out you get a missile shooter. Yep, I'm afraid so. And you have a missile here, loaded in to his arm, and that's the action feature of Ultimate Humongosaur. Now let's look at them all side by side. Okay, here you've got all three that you can compare. All three of the Ultimate Humongosaurs are coming out this year. The Alien Collection figure going to cost about $7 in stores, and he stands about 3.5 inches tall. The Deluxe Alien Collection, he stands about 3.5 inches tall still, and he's got that rock smashing action. We reviewed him earlier. And then the DNA Alien Hero version, he stands about 5 inches tall. And the DNA Alien Hero will cost about $11, and the Deluxe will cost about $9 in stores. If you're, say, a grandparent looking to buy one of these for your child for the holidays, I would recommend one of the larger ones, because most often the kids are getting the small one for themselves or earlier on. They come out earlier, and the ones that they won't buy for themselves because they're hoping grandma and granddad will get it for them, or one of the more expensive versions, or one of the play sets, which are also more popular, and I've reviewed those before as well. Well, let's look at Humongosaur through the years, one of the most popular characters we've got. Well, way back in the olden days when Ben 10, the show first started, and Ben Tennyson was 10 years old, one of his first aliens was Humongosaur, and this is one of the first figures that we got in that first season of toys. And it's still a nice looking character. I told you the only problem is I lost his tail. He's around somewhere. And in that first year, we also had a DNA Alien Hero for Humongosaur. His feature was his chest pumping action. It's kind of creepy. And then see his jaws work. It's really, yeah, it's kind of gross. And then later we got these minifigures that you put together in the factories. That was like in the second season. And so we have a Humongosaur, and I believe this last year we got a translucent Humongosaur minifigure. And also later we had these little cars. I've lost the head for Humongosaur, but there's Humongosaur little car. And later on, in the third year, with Ben 10 Alien Force, we got these called, the series called Alien Defenders, which are really, it looks a lot like Humongosaur, just with some details painted in and a new face. He got a new face that year. You might recognize the difference, see. And both of these came with busts. The Alien Defender had a mini alien bust that would go on the old Omnitrix, right? And this one was for the Omnitrix X10, but it worked on the older Omnitrix too. I've got a review of these, I'm sure. And then Lego, as a company, made a Humongosaur with glow-in-the-dark eyes. Kind of interesting. Unfortunately, they stopped making Ben 10 toys. They just did it for one season. And that brings us up to the current Ultimate Alien Humongosaurs, Ultimate Humongosaurs, and the three of them this year. And we're probably going to see other versions of Humongosaur later as well. Check with Ben10toys.net for information on any future Humongosaurs and any future Ben 10 toys.
must get 66.
I hope you enjoyed my Ultimate Humongous Roar extravaganza. You know, and a thumbs up is always appreciated. To friend me, I promise I'll friend you back. And if you subscribe, you'll never miss one of my videos. Until next time, have a good day.